Hi, Big Dreamers. This is Eva Cartman, and we are putting on hold all of our pre-recorded content right now so we can deliver content that can help you during the corona pandemic. We also released a free positive mindset mini course. This is content that we had already built in prior months as part of a paid course we have been planning. But we want to get this information out to as many kids and family as possible. So please go to dreambigpodcast.com/positive mindset to get this 5-part fully illustrated video course all about how to stay positive during challenging times. In this week's episode, which is episode 183, I am going to share the 3 questions I am asking myself every day during this coronavirus pandemic. But first, let's cue the music. My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there, and we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big. Okay, and because I believe that we all still need to laugh, even when times are tough, here's my sister for Silly Sophia segment.
Why can't you tell a joke around glass? Because it could crack up. Why are teddy bears never hungry? Because they're stuffed.
Thank you, Sophia. Actually, I think a good laugh is what we need most during challenging times, and this pandemic definitely qualifies. Last week was the first week that my sister and I were at home because school had been canceled. I'm guessing that many of you listening to this are in a similar situation. And even more challenging, at least at the time of this recording, we are being told in Los Angeles to essentially stay at home and not interact with other people, including my grandparents, aunt, and of course, all my friends. It has only been a week of living like this so far, and to be honest, it hasn't been easy. My 4-year-old sister Sophia, who I love dearly, has been driving me nuts. My parents are exhausted because they are working late nights because we are now home during the day, and I just want to get out of the house. I want to go to a movie. I want to go to a restaurant. I just want things to be normal again. Now, it's okay to have these feelings, and I know we all have them. But now more than ever, it is so important to train our brain so we don't become consumed by negative emotions. My little sister had a rough day the other day when she wanted to see her friends. She misses her teachers. She is only 4, so these emotions are very strong, and it is hard for her to keep them under control. But we've been talking to her and keeping her upbeat, and we wanted to share with all of you the 3 questions that we have been asking ourselves each day to keep things in perspective. Question 1. What can I find to appreciate in this situation? Now, isn't that a much better question to be asking than, why did this horrible virus happen to us? When we ask what we can appreciate, we find much better answers. So here's an example of something that I can appreciate. When school's in session, I'm pretty much at school most of the day, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then I usually have extracurricular activities in the afternoon. So my day is pretty much jam-packed. Now I have all these hours in a day that I didn't have before to work on developing existing passions or finding new ones. As an example, this week my parents signed me up for online Russian lessons because I wanted to work on my Russian so I could communicate better with my grandparents who live in Siberia. I also sat down and drew yesterday for the first time in a long time and remembered how much I like being artistic. And of course, my family and I get to spend way more time together. So even if it is not ideal, you can find things to appreciate. Question 2. Is it really a big deal? This question is not meant to dismiss the seriousness of coronavirus. It is very dangerous. But if we follow directions and stay at home and respect the rules that we get from health authorities, we are going to be okay. It is not clear at the moment I am recording this how long this will last and when we'll be back in school. But I can tell you one thing for sure. Things will get back to normal eventually. So if we can focus on what we can appreciate and make the most of a situation, and of course listen to the directions we are getting, like staying at home and avoiding large gatherings, then our global community will get through this. And one day, many years from now, we will tell our friends and our own kids that we lived through these historic times. Again, this is a big deal, but we can be safe and healthy if we follow guidelines. Question 3, and this is an important one. Is the situation out of my control? Of course, the coronavirus is none of our faults. None of us wanted this to happen, but it did. And here we are. It doesn't do any good to get upset and down about a situation that you can't control. Sure, we can all do our part by being responsible global citizens and following guidelines, but to get all worked up over a situation that you cannot change on your own is simply not a good use of energy. So those are the 3 questions I encourage you all to ask during this crisis. And the same 3 questions can certainly be used after this all passes when we are dealing with much less serious issues, like a playdate being canceled or the internet going out. If situations like that used to make you upset, then I think we can all agree now that those situations are not serious at all in the grand scheme of things. So tonight, when you're with your family at dinner, ask yourself these 3 questions. Question 1, what can I find to appreciate in the situation? You have all this free time. How can you use it to learn something new or to enjoy quality time with your family? Question 2, is it a big deal? We know this is a big deal, but if we follow guidelines, we will get through this and look back at this as a brief time in human history that we can say we lived through. Question 3, is it out of my control? Yes, it is. This is our new reality, whether we like it or not, for the time being, so let's choose to make the most of it. So, that's all for today. 2 special announcements. 1, if you like this content, you'll love my free Positive Mindset course at dreambigpodcast.com/positive mindset. It is 100% free, so let your parents know to go check it out. Number 2, we started a Facebook group called the Dream Big Squad. This is run by my family, and you'll see behind the scenes into our house where we are doing live videos and sharing other content on how we are getting through this. You should be able to find us by looking for the Dream Big Squad in Facebook. But I'll also include the link to our group in our show notes at dreambigpodcast.com/183. Thank you so much for listening. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you next episode. Bye!